Welcome to another episode of Speculation Sunday. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. It is a little early, but I want to do something this evening. We got Just As Danny in the house. How you doing, Danny?
I'm doing good. Ready for this sunny weather we've been having. I love it.
Dude, as much as I want to love it, it's kind of hard to be out at the theme parks for a long time now if you're not prepared. Because it's legitimately getting hot out here. What's up, Bowman? What's up, Christine Anderson Gonzalez? Our Knott's Adventure. Regular Josh 1. Michael Wolfson says, fired up, we live. Bowmania. I love you, Bowman. You saw the Bowman photo?
Yeah.
Okay.
I took that.
Yeah. So calorific, what is up? We got Deanna in the house. Too hot to be at the parks today. It's hot. It's hot out there. What's up, Toshiro? How you doing? We live. Peter says, going to Disneyland Paris on Saturday. I'm going to be trying out Walt's, a restaurant on their Main Street. Hey, I hope it's good. I've never heard of Walt's. You ever heard of Walt's, Danny?
Yeah, Waltz is like it's like the Blue Bayou of Disneyland Paris, but not much nicer than Blue Bayou.
Let me look at this. What? Never even heard of Walt's.
It's on Main Street.
It's on Main Street?
Mm-hmm.
Is this it?
Yep.
Wow. Dude. Talk about fancy. Jeez Louise. That definitely could not be cheap at a Disney park eating like that. What's up, Jennifer? So much fun yesterday. Candace in the chat. Happy Saturday, Adrian the One. All right, we are going to get started. Welcome to Speculation Sunday. If you're new to the channel, welcome. For all the people returning, the Five Fire community, y'all are amazing. Five Fires. We got a lot to talk about. Lots of new additions have arrived at the theme parks. We got new additions in development mode coming to life. And most importantly, let's start off with the big one, Rogers the Musical. It just debuted. It was chaotic. It was an S show. The whole process on how to do boarding groups, purchase your premium seating. Even though they did a Disney Parks blog, it didn't matter. It was still an S show. I don't know if the hype has died down now that it's Sunday, but we went the route of standby, and I couldn't have had a better experience with Rogers the Musical. Danny, what are your thoughts? Or hold on real quick. Is that Big Joe? Big Joe! What up, brother? What up, Danny? Love you guys both. Also like to mention, I lost a total of 35 pounds now. Big Joe's now to a medium. Wow. Oh, my. I don't know if you get to small, I don't know if you can be Big Joe anymore, Big Joe. Dude, keep up the good work, Joe. Damn, 35 pounds, dude.
That's good. Congratulations.
Hey, proud of you, Big Joe. I got to get a super cheer for Big Joe. 5 Fires, Big Joe. Hope you have a wonderful 4th of July. Danny, boarding groups, premium seating. We did standby. Give us your thoughts on Rogers the Musical. The process, not even the show, just the process.
Yeah, I think the biggest takeaway is that a lot of guests just don't know that you can do standby. I feel like they think if they can't get the virtual queue, then they can't do it. But that actually couldn't be further from the truth. In fact, most people who get the virtual queue don't even show up for their showtime. You know what I mean? Plans change. Lightning lanes probably get acquired. They sit down to a lunch or a breakfast or a dinner around the time. So plans change throughout the day like that. And I feel like the only people that are going to be showing up are the ones that spend the money for the premium viewing. And that's a whole other thing altogether. Premium viewing is heavily impacted right now by guests that are staying in the hotels. Don't forget, they have access to the theme parks 30 minutes before regular guests.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, so both times this weekend on both Friday and Saturday, when the show was running, the line was already hundreds of people deep. Um, by the time the gates opened up for rope dropping, so even people who rope dropped weren't getting the premium viewing experience. But this is all to say it's opening weekend, right? It's not going to be this way next month, but it is a limited time run show, so maybe it could be demanding this hype every single time. So I would just keep that in mind. Don't forget that hotel guests get to go in before you. The I think it was Mouse Info or something that posted on Twitter, Mondo, that there's only 4 showings per day, right? The 2 in the morning, the 2 in the evening, or the 2 in the afternoon, I guess you could say, and the 2 in the evening. and there's only 100 premium viewing experiences being sold each show, so only 400 total, and you could easily have that line filled with hotel guests alone, and then you don't have access to it, which is what was happening. So
I was wondering why at 8 a.m. the line looked like that, because to me, I'm like, are people really choosing to buy a $30 premium experience instead of like rope dropping to Cars, rope dropping to Mission Breakout? You know what I mean? Doing every single ride at Pixar Pier. Are people really like? I was like, there's no way. But I could see people that are doing hotel. They're only here traveling from far away, probably for the 3 or 4 days that they're out here. I could see why it's important to them, because it's like, I don't want to miss this show. I want the best experience possible. I'm on vacation. So that makes sense. I get what you're saying, because I remember seeing the line ridiculously long for premium viewing at like 8:10 in the morning. It was just nuts. It was nuts,
yeah.
dude.
So that was the kind of the experience for the premium viewing. A lot of people were asking, does premium viewing guarantee you like a section or something like that? All premium viewing does is give you a collective popcorn bucket, a lanyard. The popcorn is full of the red, white, and blue kettle corn. You also get a bottled Coke beverage. And then what your viewing experience is that you're let in 30 minutes before showtime, whereas the rest of the people are let in, I think, like 10 minutes before showtime. So you have a little bit of a buffer to be let in before anyone else. So you can truly pick whatever section you want to sit in. It's up to you, and that's the benefit of the premium viewing experience. So you know, it's not necessarily a section, but it's a like being let in early type thing. Um, and then as far as the virtual queues, they're let in next, and it's like first come first serve. And then standby is essentially, for the most part, completely funneled into balcony, which is like the top one, which is where you're seeing the view from right now, which is
This
not
is
a bad view
balcony.
at all. Yeah, and the nice part about balcony is that all the seating up on the balcony is stadium seating. So if you're used to like stadium theater seating in a movie theater, everyone gets a really good spot. Whereas if you're an orchestra, you might have someone tall in front of you, someone that has ears on, maybe someone that's like fidgeting a lot or something, and then you can't see past them because the orchestra is flat, like just a little bit of an incline, right?
Uh,
So
and I talked
whereas
to Ketra yesterday, somebody that just keeps their ears on. You know what I mean?
yeah, exactly. So it was. I mean, it seemed a little bit chaotic. All I can say is for the return time um, for your virtual queue, just wait till you get that barcode, that redeem code option, and then you can just head on over there. Take your time, unless you're trying to get one of those the front of a specific section. So maybe you can head over a little bit early, but everyone in virtual queue is going to get a spot no matter what.
Mm.
And I feel like mezzanine and balcony, you can't go wrong really with a lot of the seats that you pick up there. So
Yeah, this is pretty much as high as you could be. It was perfect. I had no issue. Standby, me and Danny and Mystery Bait, we literally waited like 5 minutes,
yeah,
and you just go to your seat, just like everybody else. But we were balcony. You are walking up a lot of steps. I don't know if there's an elevator that takes you up there, but it was a workout. We got Wing Nike Pub with 6 months of membership. Glad Speculation Sunday is early. Going out for a Unity game meet and greet. Hoping to stop by Anime Expo tomorrow or Tuesday. Hope you all have a great 4th. Thank you, Wing Nike. Hope you have a wonderful 4th of July. Anime Con is so busy. I've seen a couple videos on Twitter. I'm like, wow, there's a lot of demand for that one. We got Jasmine, 10 months of membership. Hello, Mondo from Annapolis, Maryland. On vacation, but wanted to tune in to Speculation Sunday. Fire. All the way in Maryland. That's awesome. Hope you have a wonderful vacation. Get to have a lot of fun. And let us know, what's the weather like in Maryland over there? I'm curious. Is it hot, cold? Is it nice? But thank you, Jasmine. Appreciate you taking a little bit of time to hang out with us on this beautiful Sunday. We got Grumpy Rich. I'm watching from my favorite pub in Brentwood, Northern California. Keep doing what you're doing, Mondo and Danny. Fun. Thank you, Grumpy Rich. That's what dude. What kind of beer are you drinking, my friend? I would love to know. I actually hanged out with a couple of my friends yesterday, and we had a couple beers. I haven't had a beer in a long time, I feel like. And I was asking my friends, like, what do you guys drink these days? You know, what's cool to you guys? And they're like, if I can't see through it, I don't want to drink it anymore. I'm just too old. And we were talking about, like, IPAs. And they're just like, yeah, dude, I can't do that no more. Or those stouts and all that. He's like, we're too old, dude. I like my liver. I was like, okay, I don't know. I drink whatever's available beer wise. Do you have any beer you prefer, Danny, or are you just not a beer drinker?
I don't like any beer. So there you go.
In words of Bomania, I only drink Miller High Life in the bottles. That's what he likes. Melissa says, I haven't heard people talking about VidCon at Anaheim Convention Center when they were there a couple of weeks ago. Not as hyped as it used to be. Was VidCon like a hype thing back in the day?
It used to be, but I mean, to be fair, YouTube in and of itself used to be really hyped too. And we're talking about like, it wasn't as big as it was now, right? YouTube for the most part had like a core group of really big influencers or content creators that like everyone followed, and it didn't matter whether or not you were like in that niche, right? Like, but now that YouTube's so big, you have a whole like, there's a niche for everything. You got like theme parks over here. You got people posting about like how to build computers. You got people that stream video games. You got people over here that do sewing. Like anything you can think of is on. They got a community on YouTube. So I feel like it's a lot less hyped because like before it's like everyone followed the same people on YouTube, and those people were like at the panels for like the YouTube a convention for VidCon, and so like everyone was hyped because they wanted to go see them in person, and it still is that way for some people on some of the things, but I think overall as a creator, it's really fun to go to VidCon from what I've seen, because they give you a lot of tips from people that have really large followings or been doing it for a while on like how to manage your channel, how to like edit for certain things, how to do thumbnails. Like they have whole panels on just different like lessons on how to do better. So I think from a creator aspect, it's a lot of fun.
I would like to do VidCon next year. That's what I told Danny. I was like, we won't miss out on it next year. I would like to, anytime Anaheim Convention has anything, I feel like it's always fun. So I'd like to check it out. I know we've given our thoughts on the live stream, but overall thoughts one more time for a Speculation Sunday. Rogers the Musical debuted finally. We got to see the full show. What are your thoughts, Danny?
I thought it was good. The actors did such a good job. The live singing, they definitely brought like Broadway style, Broadway level caliber performance as far as like the singing and stuff. I like that they used the revolving stage still from Frozen, so that was really cool. the set pieces were all digital for the most part, with a few exceptions, but it looked really good because that screen in there is really awesome.
Yeah.
But it was campy, it's corny, just like it's supposed to be. It's satirical, right? It's making fun of the Avengers. Like they're not supposed to look like the real Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
And so it really gets all that right. Plus, it adds in a lot of fun, like original songs that aren't in the musical on Hawkeye Disney Plus. So it was good, and I have "Save the City" stuck in my head now.
Yeah. Save the city, bleep,
Help
blue,
us,
blap.
please.
Yeah, for me, my review on Rogers the Musical, it's exactly what I thought it was going to be: corny, high energy, and fun. And I expected that. I did talk to some people about Rogers the Musical, and they weren't ready for the show to be corny and kind of like, I guess, like almost parody. And they did not like it, but I was like, but this is what the show was supposed to be. It's
Yeah,
on par. It's literally good. It's incredibly themed to what I thought it was going to be. So I
yeah.
love
I
the
mean, what
show.
are those? How can anyone go into a musical? We're talking a musical based off of like action adventure movies, a musical, and think it's not going to be corny. Like
Yeah,
what were they expecting? Like it's a movie. Like we're looking at like Thor and Iron Man here. Like translate those into a musical. Like it's going to be
yeah,
corny and campy because that's what musicals are. So
yeah. I thought it was great. The only complaint I have, I wish Iron Man could have got like a 30-second, 1 minute song, something. Iron Man is so pivotal to anything Avengers. Just throwing it out there. But overall, I give it 5 fires. I enjoyed it. I want to watch it again. Do I watch it a third time? I don't know. I don't know. But hey, I'm glad the Hyperion came back to life. At least this gives us hope that Disney's still being creative from an entertainment aspect. Um, to move on from Rogers the Musical, can we please move on from Taskmaster? We are done. No, nobody wants Taskmaster as the main fight sequence, anything in Avengers Campus. Like, I'm still shocked that Avengers Campus is pushing Taskmaster as a villain in anything. Like, there's so much storytelling that you could pull from any of your characters, and they choose Black Widow. I just don't get it. I don't get it. And I'm not hating on Black Widow, but it's just like, dude, oh my gosh. I'm just gonna move on. Every time I hope entertainment takes it to another level on their new edition of Avengers Headquarters Show, whatever the hell they call it in the future. Big Joe Super dropping another one. Also, just wanted to say, brother, seeing you go on a live stream always makes my day even better. Dude, thank you. Much love for you and Danny, both 5 fires. Long live 5 Fire Nation. Woo! Thank you, Big Joe. Love you, brother. Love you, man. Dude, down 35 pounds. That's for inspirational, dude. Inspirational. We're going in August. I can't wait. My son went to school with the actress who plays Agent Carter. Wow. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. No one watches Taskmaster anymore.
nope, no one does. I mean, there was a big crowd watching it yesterday just because it's like loud music and stuff's going on, so everyone kind of like stops to look up. But
Hey, I'll take
no one's going
Wanda.
out of their way to watch it. They're just happening upon it.
Yeah, Wanda versus Agatha, done. The real Taskmaster is actually awesome. Not the Disney Plus version, Kimberly. Not this Disney Plus version. Let's see, Winter Soldier versus Cap stunt show. I'm shocked that hasn't been done. All this Cap love. All right, well, let's move on. We had a chance to actually walk over and check out San Francisco, and to our surprise, it looks incredible. And the amount of progress that we're seeing, it's impressive. Um, I'm still shocked about these not being like craned in, but it's almost like Legoed. They're piece by piece kind of thing. It's cool. Um, what are your thoughts on all this progress that we're seeing in San Francisco, Danny?
I didn't expect those to be that big, so they're a lot bigger than I thought. Um, but yeah, they're moving very fast on this project, which in all reality, it's just kind of a retheme and not too much is changing. But I'm actually really impressed with what they did with this. I'm almost as impressed as I was when I saw what Joe Rody did with Tower of Terror to make it Guardians of the Galaxy, and like how much of a storyline he gave it, how he made it fit so well into the area surrounding it, and explaining why it was there. Um, and I feel like the Imagineers here are doing the same, right? They're basing it off of like Fisherman's Wharf, which, well, the area was already based off of like Fisherman's Wharf, like Piccadilly Square in San Francisco, where you find the Ghirardelli fountain, where you find the Bodine store, like all the main things. And so it already sort of had loosely that theme, kind of got muddled a little bit over the years, but bringing in San Francisco, and then really just making it feel like the theme was always there. Like all the artwork and stuff they're adding to all the buildings, they're like weathering it to make sure it looks like it's always been there. It's a seaside town right next to the ocean. Stuff's gonna get faded and nasty looking real fast because that's what happens when you're next to the ocean. And they like did all that to everything.
Yeah.
They really just like brought a good, like, they got good theming on, and everything in that whole area makes sense now, whereas before none of it made sense because it had gone through so many changes. So it's I like it more than I thought. Like, I didn't at first, I kind of thought, whatever, it'll be cool. But now that I've seen it like kind of happen, it's way there's a lot more details than I thought. And I'm excited for like Aunt Cass Cafe and like Rita's Turbine Blenders and all that stuff. So we'll see what all the new drink. I mean, we're supposed to get all the new food and drink offerings this month in July. So
Yep. I like the San Francisco like reimagining and this new style of that land. I think it's going to be great. They're doing a good job where I feel like San Francisco is going to look like it's just been here. It's like not new, and I feel like that's always good because it's just like Fiesta Village at Knott's right now. It looks like it's been there forever.
yeah, it
And
does.
they've done a great job. I feel like they're going to do it at San Francisco at Disney. Luz XO says, I'm probably the only one that sad Pacific Wharf is changing. I'm not sad about it. I'm not sad. Not that I hated Pacific Wharf, but California Venture is not even California anymore. It's weird.
Yeah, it doesn't
Uh,
make sense. There's no theme there, right? Like, it's got it's got Rita's blenders, like or Rita's margaritas, which is uh left over from like DCA 1.0, where everything was named off of a pun.
mm,
And then you got like Lucky Fortune Cookery, which like flipped locations. We talked about that last time. The tortilla factory is not even there anymore. They added Ghirardelli, so like it didn't really make too much of sense anymore. It didn't make sense as a space. It was just kind of like the go-to place to go get food, really,
ugh.
in Disney California Adventure. And so now it actually has like a reasonable destination. So I don't even really feel like Pacific Wharf was anything anymore, to be honest, other than just the Bodine store.
Yeah, and it's weird how they're sneaking in essentially a new Marvel land because that's what Baymax is. Baymax is Marvel. It's not Walt Disney Studio Animation or Pixar. This is freaking Marvel. So more Marvel editions. It's not Avenger Campus, but it's more Marvel. Any Phantasmic update? I have nothing, not even a whisper, Danny, on my
Not a
end.
whisper.
Nothing. Uh, how did we not get the Mandarin for Shang-Chi? I could tell you why. Because Disney, if if the movies are not budgeting anything, Disneyland ain't gonna budget. That's just how it works. The most recent one that we're seeing is Disney Plus. We have Nick Fury come out of nowhere. He's most likely only going to be here for like 4 to 6 weeks. The one that I just found out yesterday, Mantis had her last day yesterday. That was it.
Oh,
Mantis
less
is
yesterday.
gone.
That's it.
That's it. Um, it's the movies and the shows that are budgeting these new characters. I hope they return. Mantis was great for Avenger Campus. She revitalized that dancing show with Star Lord. She made that show cool again. So I'm shocked that she's maybe she comes back at a later point, but yeah, that's it. Indiana Jones interaction was really cool. They brought back the pinball machine for the first time in a long time. Also, I wanted more of the turnover. Danny, did you know about the pinball?
I did, and it's so funny is, um, I was actually sitting down at Bengal Barbecue eating the new food, and I was filming it for my video, which is going to come out tomorrow. And I saw the pinball machine when I was grabbing like all my napkins and stuff to go sit down. But I got so distracted because Indiana Jones, like as I was finishing eating, he was like across the way, and I wanted to like get a shot of him up above, and I forgot to go back and film the pinball machine. But I saw it. And I
Oh,
was like, I saw it when I was getting. It's like right there where you're getting your like napkins and like utensils for Bengal barbecue, like right around the corner there.
yeah,
And I saw it there, and I was like, oh my god, they brought that back for Indiana Jones. And then I forgot to go back.
man. I'm glad the pinball's back. I don't know why it ever got taken away. It just makes sense there. Is the head, the shrunken head where it talks to you if you put a quarter in? Is that still there? I just haven't been in that area in so long. Is that still there? Or that's gone too.
I don't know. I was just there yesterday, and I didn't think to look for it. So
Yeah, I haven't done that in a long time. Epic Universe is moving along pretty good. Oh, it's moving along way better than I ever expected. It's coming to life so fast. I think it's Bio Reconstruct. It's an awesome Twitter account to follow, and he's doing like flyovers essentially. And his documentation of Epic Universe is incredible. There was one picture he posted of like the dueling roller coaster style, where I was just mind blown. I was like, I can't believe that's happening in Florida. I'm trying to bring up a picture of it real quick. Oh, right here. I have it right here. This one. So it's Bio Reconstruct on Twitter. Definitely give him a follow. Check this out. I I have, and this is supposed to be How to Train Your Dragon, and this is just one of the many attractions coming to what's going to be called Epic Universe in Orlando. Um, it's just unreal that all this is coming to life, and Disney's like, we're doing a Moana walkthrough, water walkthrough. We're shutting down the Galactic Star Cruiser. And what is on the other side of that Thunder Mountain? I couldn't even tell you. It's all blue sky and make believe.
2028.
Yeah, 2020 never. That's when it's all coming. But hopefully Disneyland. Hopefully all that pushes Disneyland forward somehow because I would love that.
Yeah, there's some
Wendy,
crazy like
we're gonna say that.
rumors. Also, there's some crazy rumors about this park and like how it's gonna change how theme parks operate. Like, it's got a central hub just like Disneyland does, where all the lands come off the central hub. But
Mm.
the rumor has it is like the entrance to the park and the central hub we're gonna be like open to the public, and like you have to have a ticket to get into like the lands.
What the heck?
It's like gonna be different than like the regular theme parks.
The
So
demand's gonna be unreal, dude. Unreal. Brand new theme park. Yeah, I think it was Attractions 360 that said it recently that Epic Universe is probably the last time we see theme park of that magnitude ever get opened for the very first time. Uh, in a way, saying like, unless Disneyland Forward ever happens, this is it. Epic Universe is it. I don't think Walt Disney World's gonna do another park per se. And I wish they did. But Epic Universe, the size of a theme park like that, it's just gonna be insane. And it's really cool that they called it Epic Universe, because just calling it Epic, that's like a tall order to live up to.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It wasn't called California Adventure. It was called Epic Universe. Darstar, when do you think we're gonna get information on characters for Oogie Boogie? Very good question. That is on the top of everybody's mind. Let's move into some Oogie Boogie talk. When do you think, Danny? We're getting to the wire, dude. They need to start saying something, right?
I think they'll, they already teased Lotso, right? Which isn't a new character, but I think we'll probably start hearing something towards the end of July and in August. They're going to wait, before they kind of teased before we bought tickets, but they already sold out this event already. So, like,
Yeah.
we already know it's going to sell out, even though it had issues, right? Um, so they don't need to try to sell it. People are going to go anyway. And I don't know when we're gonna get it. I would say end of this month, early next month, when we start kind of going into what would be considered like fall for normal people.
Yeah.
uh, but yeah, they're teasing all the same characters again, and then adding Lotso, which we had from that photo there on a Pixar night. So
I think even Villain Nighty came out, if I'm
a
not
villain
mistaken.
night, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say Darstar, the fact that there's so much demand, I don't even think they're in a rush to tease anything. They're like, we already sold it, sold out, past member preview or pre sale. I don't think they're in any rush. It's going to sell out. The big thing that happened uh, with Oogie Boogie Bash was that it essentially paused. Sales were paused for whatever reason, and they never came back. Disneyland did not resell or reopen the queue for tickets. What they did say, for all the people that missed all that chaos and madness, where is it? I have to like bring it up. Where is it? Oh my gosh. I feel like, oh yeah, I posted it on Instagram. Okay. Where is it? Where is it? Right here. This is Disney Post. We apologize for the technical issues which have impacted general ticket sales for Oogie Boogie Bash. New sales are paused while we work to address them. On Thursday, July 6th at 9 a.m. for an update, which may include the date and time when new sales resume. We commit to, I'm not even going to read the rest, but on Thursday, Danny, have you ever seen Disney do something like this? They just took a big loss because at the end of the day, Disney wants you to buy all these tickets. They want their money. Get these things
I
sold.
think something happened similar to when they did Magic Keys, and then also again for D23 Expo.
Mwah. We got a guest. Oh, little Simba right here.
Little Simba.
We're trying to figure out what to do for his 1 year, even though it's a little early. But I think they're gonna sell tickets like the very next day or something. Or do you think they wait another week, like July 14th or something, to set like the next Thursday? Do you think they do that? Because it's weird that they're saying that July 6th is when they tell us when they're going to buy tickets again. You know what I mean?
Hmm. I don't know. I mean, it's all up in the air. Who knows? I mean, it seems weird that I mean, I would just plan if I was you to get tickets on Thursday, and if they don't, then you know you're ready.
Buy Max. Yeah, I think they delay. If I look at the calendar, I think they bring back tickets on the 13th. That's what I think. They're
Hmm.
going to push it a week out. I don't think they sell it on Tuesday. But my theory was, Danny, that a lot of people were able to just bypass the virtual queue because a lot of people on Tuesday that didn't get tickets were then attempting to buy tickets on Thursday. bypassed the queue. They were able to buy tickets instantly. And one thing too that ended up happening, a lot of people bought tickets and it didn't process the order right away. They just got a notification that says your order is being processed, and even the email that said that. And what I have found out now, they push those orders through. So if you were in that processing pending mode for your tickets of Oogie Boogie Bash, they actually all went through. You got your barcodes, check your email, they all went through. So you have those people. So I want to say a lot of people have already bought their tickets for Oogie Boogie Bash that were supposed to have been sold on General Public Day. So I think the games, the Hunger Games of Oogie Boogie Bash tickets, it's going to be even worse than it's ever been. When I was talking, I forgot who I was talking to. I was saying, I feel there's been more buzz, and I really feel like it kind of started last year getting more popular. And I noticed it because we were getting news that Disney was cracking down is the whole concept of resale. And I feel like for the most part, Disney really hasn't been struck by resellers of, like, I guess after dark events. But I feel like people know that they can make money on Oogie Boogie Bash tickets. And I feel like either bots or just resellers in general, they finally have strike Disney. And I remember, like, this is not a good example, but it just really reminds me of it. When Jordan used to sell golf shoes, and I remember they would be available for months, like they wouldn't sell out, and people caught wind that Jordan was doing golf shoes, and they don't even last like minutes, like they're just sold out instant. They release them, sold out, and that's how it's feeling with Oogie Bash tickets. It's like I remember, if I'm not mistaken, last year's sales, I don't think they sold out in a day, right? It was like a couple days or maybe even a
Yeah,
week.
it took a couple days for it to sell out.
I feel like this sell of Oogie Boogie Bash coming out soon, these things are just gone. I don't even think it's going to last more than a day. So we'll see. We'll see how Disney handles all that. Um, let's see. And I still think Disney, if you're on property, you should get like first dibs at those tickets, right? I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there because I feel like a lot of people, they would like benefits of like hey, I'm staying at the Disneyland hotels. Could we get like priority on buying tickets for events? I don't know, because right now you're on property, you actually get priority to Christmas party at Magic Kingdom, the Jolly whatever the heck they're doing at Hollywood Studios. You get priority right now, or in a couple days, July 6th, they get priority. Yeah, the hotel guests get priority. How about those Death Eaters? How awesome was the first night they came back? Definitely HHN vibes. So, Danny, you weren't there, but what do you think, like the outside looking in? How did these Death Eaters look to you, man?
Well, the first time I saw it when they did it at Universal Orlando, I thought it was the coolest thing ever, and I was like, man, I really want them to do that here. Why can't they do it? And then we got a little taste of it at HHN, and that was phenomenal, just in and of itself. So now that they brought the whole little like mini magic show that they do when they first come in and they shoot the fireworks out of their wand, or what looks like out of their wand, um, it's really just a fun interactive experience, and they were even like battling little kids and stuff. It just looked really um, like way more interactive than anything we've seen in theme parks really, um, in a long time. It's a shame it's only for like 2 weeks, but
I know.
I think it's a little bit of a test. I think they wanted to see kind of what the guest experience would be like. Um, During a busy summer month, as far as like are people scared of them, is it too scary for our normal audience, is this something that we need to keep for Halloween Horror Nights only? I think that's why this is like a limited run, and they can probably get a good mix of people midsummer like this, to test something out like that. But I wouldn't be surprised if we saw them return with the same elements during Halloween Horror Nights, rather than just kind of like walking around, stalking around. Having them do the other things would be really fun during Halloween Horror Nights, and I hope they do it. But I
Yeah.
think, man, it just was one of the coolest things.
To me, now that they're doing magic, this is just an unbelievable experience. Death Eaters arriving at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter elevates that land to just a level we've never seen before. We've never seen magic happen like this at Universal Studios Hollywood. To me, the biggest takeaway I get out of this, the crowds loved it. I didn't hear nobody complaining. I saw kids, like you said, interacting with Death Eaters in a fun and positive way. Did Death Eaters scare the heck out of people? Yes, they were. It was like a roaming scare zone because they were at the entrance and they took it all the way to like the stage area. So that was a lot of different vibe and feel from a Halloween Horror Night day, because in Halloween Horror Nights they were all kind of just funneled into the right side, that alleyway that's on the right side of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. These Death Eaters that were doing what they were doing yesterday were everywhere. And what was really cool about the Death Eater experience that they provided was that it was random. There wasn't. It was just stuff happening, dude. It was hard to like, oh, they're gonna be here, they're gonna be there. I don't know where they were gonna be. It was very hard to follow, but at the same time, I think that's what made it great. That there was just guests walking into Death Eaters at any point in time. It's a big risk because I associate Death Eaters with like it's scary. You know what I mean? I don't associate them with like I want my kid to duel a Death Eater, but the way it all portrayed and worked out, it was extremely positive. I thought it went. I thought they did a great job. All those performers, they made it very welcoming to the kids, and at the same time, very scary for adults. Which it's hard to say, Danny, because like what I was saying in the live stream, when you come to Halloween Horror Nights, you want that uneasy tension of I could be scared at any point in time, you know?
Right.
These are regular theme park guests that they just got off of Minions and they're like, let's go check out Dark Arts. And all of a sudden they're walking into Death Eaters. And we're talking about regular theme park hours. Universal didn't do some extra paid experience. They didn't do after dark event. They so humbly put it for all theme park guests to enjoy that paid a ticket admission, which I thought that was wonderful. I thought that was wonderful. I think it was great. I could only speak for myself, but I hope this just lasts to Horror Nights. Why end it after 2 weeks? I don't get it. But as a sneak peek into Horror Nights, it's going to be really cool to have all these Death Eaters back and doing magic. And right. I could just imagine there's probably going to be double the amount of Death Eaters come Horror Nights. They'll probably have more. But yeah, I give it 5 fires. We got Jennifer. Do you think Rogers the Musical comes and goes from the Hyperion, or do we have a chance to get another Disney IP as a show? Or is that whole area just turning into Marvel? What do you think, Danny?
I think we are definitely going to see Disney extend it. I saw other people like my friend David Vaughn post the same thing. I think, they seems like a lot of money to invest in just a 2-month show. I think they're just kind of teasing it as such right now to get people hyped to come out for the summer, to come try it out, see it and experience it. And, when you list something as like a limited run, it gets, people wanting to, that FOMO, they want to, but I wanted to see it for my trip. Like now I'm going to have to move my trip or something. So they're trying to create that hype around it. But I definitely think we see it get extended probably through, I would say, the Halloween season. There's no reason why it can't be. So
somebody was saying maybe for Halloween, since it's all about Captain Marvel, they could put like an extension to the musical, but it brings to life zombie Captain America. So then it's like relevant to Halloween a little bit. Maybe that's asking too much from a Disney. But I was like, that would be cool. It does make it kind of Halloween-y, right? I think Rogers the Musical is it for this year. I do not see them bringing anything else to the musical or to the Hyperion. But I think what's going to happen is Rogers the Musical is going to be they're like, oh, we need something. Just bring back Rogers the Musical. It's not going to be an all year thing like Frozen was. So I think next year they're going to bring it back for 2 months again, and I think that's how they're going to do it. Has anyone tried Indiana Jones inspired foods? Danny, you got a video coming out on this, right? Or is it
Yep.
already out?
No, it's going to be tomorrow.
Wait,
Uh,
wait for that video.
I tried. I only tried a few. I did the new Adventures platter, which I was confused when I first saw this debuted. It showed like the yellow rice and the couscous with the two skewers, right? Well, Bengal Barbecue already has a rice plate. It's called the Bengal Rice Plate. I mean, it's been there for a really long time, since like
Long time.
2019. So we're used to that. Well, I just want to let everyone know that the Adventures platter isn't in addition to that; it replaces it, and I don't know for how long. So if you liked the little soybean salad that they had, and the jasmine rice, they don't have jasmine rice and they don't have soybean salad. So your sides now are turmeric rice and couscous salad. So and you still get to choose two skewers. They also have two new skewers to choose from: lamb kofta skewer and like a new chicken like lemon garlic kind of situation. Um, I tried the adventurers platter. I didn't want the turmeric rice, so I asked them to do two couscous salads. So they did that for me. And then I got two skewers. And then I also tried the forbidden turnover, which Maya Alyssa was talking about a little bit earlier. That is a normal looking turnover that has like the Indiana Jones like forbidden eye look to it. It is gold, so it's like shimmery gold as a pastry, and it also is filled with pineapple, mango, and passion fruit. I think is what the third one was. So it's got a very like golden interior too. So it's very like gold forbidden kind of thing. Really, really good. Both were like 10 out of 10. I love the couscous salad like way more than the soybean stuff that they had there before. Um, and the turnover was like phenomenal. I can't wait to get that again. It was so good.
Damn. Melissa said the same thing, dude. Are the Death Eaters at Universal there for a specific reason? Since it's limited, I thought they'd be back during HHN or something instead of July. Honestly, I don't know why there's Death Eaters right now. there's nothing I can pinpoint of like, oh, that's why they're here. I don't know. They're just here. I think it's just a test run for Horror Nights. That's the main thing I foresee. Can't wait for San Francisco. They need to bring Baymax merch from Tokyo Disney. I don't know if I'll say they won't because Disney doesn't do that. We're not cool like Tokyo, but they'll be cool merch. Um, I wish there was more neon stuff from Tokyo part. I wonder if it all looked more lit up at night. We'll see. Wendy Perez, how about the Knott's email survey update? Did you have a chance to see this, Danny?
I didn't know.
Dude, let me put it on my Instagram story real quick. I asked around and nobody wanted to tell me nothing, and I feel that's a sign that something possibly big is happening. Uh, Hold on, Danny. I'm almost there. Uh, I must see. This is from a survey that went out from Knott's. I don't even know why it happened, but it did. It's posting on my Instagram story. All right, it's up. Let me bring it up real quick. You got to see this, Danny. This is a Knott's possibly like new entertainment that could happen for Halloween. Okay. Right here. Knott's Not So Scary Farm. In contrast to the fear inducing Not Scary Farm Halloween event, Not So Scary Halloween Hallowfest is a family friendly Halloween experience under the glow of thousands of orange, purple, and white lights, plus silly, over the top monster decor. Guests of all ages will enjoy costume contest, monster mashup dance offs, glow in the dark trick or treating, spooky mazes, scare school acrobatics, skeleton crew stunt show, full park operation with Halloween themed rides and roller coasters. This sounds like an after dark event to me. And the only thing I could think of, like maybe they run a kids event. That's like a paid kid event. The days they don't do Scary Farm.
That's exactly what I was thinking when you read that. It sounds like we're finally getting back Halloween, but it's going to be happening on maybe like Monday through Wednesday.
Dude, it's perfect. Especially with I think Knott's doing a paid after dark event for scary or for Halloween. I think is really good because I don't want to say like Oogie Boogie's the only thing there is to do for kids out here, but if Scary or if Knott's Berry Farm can offer this, it puts it right up there with a must thing to do during Halloween time. Knott's is to me, Knott's has always been a great spot for families, and it's friendly family as any other theme park there is. This is a great addition. I think parents are going to love it, and this has a lot. There's a lot to do here if they bring it to life. Like I said, this was a survey. This is another one right here. Noche Latina is let me pause it. Is a nightly fiesta, vibrant colors, thrilling sounds, and delicious tastes. Guests experience authentic Latin American culture through Latin-inspired food and drink, dances, music, storytelling, puppetry performance, festive lighting, and decor. I'm guessing, I guess, this is what they're going to do for Fiesta Village. Like, not Scary Farm days? I don't know.
The weird thing about that, Mondo, is that just sounds like a normal experience at Fiesta Village now at nighttime. So are they trying to make it behind a paywall or what?
I don't know, dude. Noche Latina. And then this is the other one. Seasons of fun theater experience at Knott's. From the seats, celebrate with live music, 3D, 4D special effects, and a 180-degree screen. What? I don't know what's going on. Step into a cosmic strip in the world of Charles Short's Peanuts Gang. Enjoy a boysenberry jam session. See the not so scary Hollow Fest laser light up show. Experience the Merry Farm Winter Whiteout. Dude, I don't know what's coming to Knott, but it sounds like big things are coming. I've asked around and nobody wants to say nothing. I'll leave it at that. We'll let Knott say something if their marketing department gets better. Hopefully we find out. Let's see. Heard there is some concept art for the roller coaster. Yeah, we brought it up before last week. Let's see. Are we going to get a live action Baymax? I hope not.
No, I mean we're gonna get a live action Baymax in person, like in the parks.
Dude, Disney and the live actions. Oh man, will there be a ribbon cutting date for San Francisco? There'll be a media, yeah, probably not for guests though. I don't think so. You know what they'll do? They'll do a media event at like 5 a.m, and then come park opening, the guests enjoy it. That's probably how they'll do it. Let's see. Just reading. How are Mantis and Fury not permanent characters in Avenger Campus? Nick Fury literally created the Avengers because there's no budget. That's the honest truth. Oh, I want to talk about this real quick since I'm on my Instagram. Disney Parks posted a new Princess and the Frog outfit or costume. What are your thoughts, Danny? Why are they doing this so early? Like, we're nowhere near this ride coming alive. They haven't said anything about Tiana's Palace, the restaurant at Disneyland. and this was filmed in freaking Magic Kingdom. What the heck?
Yeah.
What?
Well, they've been specifically at different times throughout the year for different African American either iconic events or like during Black History Month and Black Music History Month last month. They've been debuting things in New Orleans, specifically um, piece by piece about Tiana's Bayou Adventure, with the people that are trying to keep it culturally appropriate while they do everything. And so the Essence Festival was going on or during the during in New Orleans during this time, so they wanted to use that opportunity to debut like Tiana's new look inside the attraction. Disney was really clear though um, to mention right below that, as you can see there, that Princess Tiana is still in her royal gown and awaits you on your visit. So this is not replacing Tiana and her dress at the parks. They just wanted to physically show what the costume would look like, maybe on the animatronic when you're seeing it in the ride. It's like one of her new looks. So we know there's going to be an animatronic or at least a statue of Princess Tiana, and so this will be like the outfit that she's wearing in the ride. And maybe we see like versions of this that little girls can get too for like Bippity Boppity Boutique and stuff like that. Um, so it's a possibility, but it's not replacing anything in the parks. It's just they wanted to show it off at the Essence Festival in New Orleans. So that's kind of the whole reason why it happened.
Hmm. It's just random. It's like, okay, can we meet her? No, to next year.
And we don't even know, honestly, if she's going to meet that way. Like, they might want to keep her in the dress. It's more important to keep her in the dress. So, I would imagine, though, that we'll probably see this outfit when it comes to,
Media
like
events.
all the media events and, like, the TV spots and TV interviews when it comes to the ride, when we're getting closer to opening. We'll probably see this character a lot in that outfit because it relates specifically to Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
You know what this outfit reminds me of? Of like Tron, Mickey, Minnie, Goofy. How they were all wearing Tron outfits. None of the regular guests get to meet those characters.
Yeah,
We
I
might
like
never meet. We might never meet her like this.
I like this outfit though. I prefer the dress like for in the park and stuff, but the
Yeah,
outfit's cool. Like I like the boots and the designs on the collar and stuff. It looks good.
I can't. And probably this will be like her in the Disney Plus show too, like how she might look in the Disney Plus show whenever that debuts.
Yeah.
We got a super chat from Darnell Wright. I'm sorry I'm a little behind on the chat, but I'll catch up. Wish Disney would follow Universal's lead in providing special characters during regular hours for those who can't afford after dark events. I feel it. I couldn't agree any more. Oh man, and another thing too. The rumor is so strong right now that Toad is coming to Universal, and I heard it's this month. So keep your eye out for Toad over there in Super Nintendo World. But thank you, Darnell Wright. We also got Carla and Kiko in the chat. Happy Speculation Sunday, y'all. Hope you are able to keep cool wherever you are and drink your H2O. Heck yeah. Bring Hydro Flask to the theme parks. Fill up your water. But if they were to do that, wouldn't they only be able to do that Monday, Tuesday because of Scary Farm Wednesday through Sunday night? Seems weird to only do it 2 days a week. I don't know, our not to venture. We're going to see how this plays out. I hope they do it, though. That would be cool. I would take my kid to that event. Mondo, will you go to opening day of Tiana's in Disney World? Yes! I will be there day one. Day one, no doubt. It'll probably be day 10 because they'll do like 20 media events before, but I'll be there with the regular guests. All right. I think that's it for Q&A for right now. What do you want to talk about, Danny? What's on your mind with Speculation Sunday today?
Well, we already talked about the Indiana Jones food. I wanted to talk about how good it was. I didn't have a chance to try everything, but I'm going to go back and try some more. Hopefully, I can try it with Mondo maybe on 4th of July. Who knows? But I want to try the vegetable platter and a bunch of other things. So go check out that. Um, Everything at Bengal Barbecue's fire normally, and this is just adding to that fire. So fresh, they were making everything there right away. But I really wanted to talk about the changes, Mondo, that we saw um, over at Disney's Paradise Pier Hotel. And I actually posted a
Mm.
lot of them on my Twitter if you want to pull it up that
Yeah,
way. It's a little
bring it
easier.
up right now. What are your thoughts on all that change that's happening? And it's so low key. Disney's keeping it like really close to the chest. I feel like.
Yeah, it's kind of like San Francisco. They're just really doing the changes kind of like really fast while everything's open. And it's it's kind of going under the radar because they're making all the changes while guests are staying there. But this is a first look right now at the new pool splash zone. So they have a really great slide actually over at Paradise Pier Hotel. And it's now, but it never dumped into a pool, and it still is not going to. It has the little splash zone at the bottom there, and then you have a little water play area now for kids, which is going to be fully themed to Finding Nemo, Finding Dory. I think it's going to be a lot of fun for kids. I feel like the Disney's Paradise Pier and now Pixar Place Hotel is going to be like the fire place to go to when it comes to pool and water entertainment. And then this is a look at the deck that we saw those artwork of that Ken Potrock posted. That it's going to have those Pixar games. But I noticed a little fireplace there in the corner of the top deck there, and that's the corner that faces the fireworks at Disneyland. So how great is it going to be to sit at the fireplace and watch the Disneyland fireworks at night?
Damn.
So
Dude, this might be done by summer, like end of summer.
yeah, I was thinking most of this stuff's probably going to be done. Here's my thought: we all know that Disney loves to bundle up things for media events, right? So I figured whenever San Francisco is going to be done for the most part,
Mm-hmm.
most of this stuff is going to be done, including a few of the model rooms that have been changed that they can debut with the media. So they'll probably, in my guess, do some sort of combined event closer to when the tower is going to open up in DVC at Disneyland Hotel, so they can combine San Francisco, Disneyland Hotel, and Disney's Pixar Place Hotel all with one media event. When they invite the media, they'll be talking about all the different things, showing the new rooms in the village, showing the new rooms at this hotel, showing the new pool deck, showing the new pool deck at the Disneyland Hotel, and then also talking about all the stuff in San Francisco. So it'll be a pretty big media event in the fall, I'm guessing, is what they're going to want to do. And
Maybe they bundle it up with Tiana's Palace.
yeah, they
Just
could. They
one
could. There's a
big,
lot to talk about. So
yeah, one big 2 day media kind of thing. Damn. What opens first, this pool deck or Donald Duck's boat? It's a
this
good
pool
question.
deck.
we're gonna we're gonna get water here before we get it at Donald Duck's boat. Can you talk a little bit about what the heck happened over here? What is all this?
So the guest elevators opened in the hotel. So if you've been there recently, you've only had one elevator servicing the whole tower, and then they also had some backstage elevators that are only open to like the housekeepers that are servicing the different floors. They had guests using those temporarily, and they tried to put up like stickers in it so it looked nice because they're not very nice looking. uh, but the guest elevators are working now. So they got four working elevators inside Paradise Pier Hotel. And each elevator has a hidden character on the floor. The picture that Mondo was just showing was the girl character from Luca. I don't know her name off the top of
I
my
know. I
head.
can't. I just know Bruno and Luca. I can't
But there's
remember.
a
Anybody in the chat know what's her name? Can't
there's a
remember right now.
different character, and right behind me, and actually you can see it in the reflection, Mondo, of in the other picture, the entire wall right there in the elevator photo. If
Oh,
you
the
want to go
elevator
back,
photo. Yeah.
yeah, the entire wall behind me when I was taking this photo is Luca artwork. So the everything behind me on the wall, right behind you when you're getting on the elevator, is Luca art. So it's very like, and even the pool when you're out on the pool deck, everything on the pool deck is Luca themed. Besides the Nemo section, so there's a lot of Luca stuff going on at this hotel. A lot of Luca
Hmm.
love.
It's so odd because there's no Luca love in the theme park, but they're like put it at Paradise Pier Hotel. Even though we got Pixar Pier, it's literally Pixar Pier. Where's the Luca love? Nothing. But it's cool. I'm glad to see Paradise Pier Hotel come to life. As much as we're getting all these cool updates and stuff on the ground, I think the best update everybody could appreciate is this one. The freaking elevator's working again, because it was a nightmare to stay at Paradise Pier Hotel with essentially one working elevator.
Yeah,
That's ridiculous. But
yeah.
yeah, that's good to know. That's good to know. Um, did you get a chance to see any kind of like? Uh oh,
Uh
wrong
oh.
button. Did you get a chance to see? Is there visual work happening for the restaurant? Which is what is it called again? Like
The Great Maple.
Maple, the Great Maple. Any visual work for that or no?
Yeah, they're working on it every day. You can see it pretty well from the outside if you're over at the Grand Californian Hotel, looking across the street. You got a pretty good view of it from there. They're working on it. It's looking pretty good, uh, and it looks like they're moving pretty quickly on it. The cafe, they keep adding more and more decorations to it on the inside. We talked about it on this. On this live stream before, but the rumor has it, and this is totally rumor, and again, this is speculation. I should just throw that out there.
Speculation Sunday.
So obviously, we know that Great Maple is going to be the main restaurant inside that hotel, the sit down restaurant. But the rumor is not only did Disney pick a third party person to have the main restaurant in their hotel, which has never been done before, their rumor is that the Great Maple is going to be providing all the food for the hotel. So the little cafe that's off the lobby that has like the Pixar ball on a coffee cup. We don't know the name of that cafe just yet, but we've heard that it's going to be like a little espresso coffee shop that's going to have to go items from the Great Maple. So like maybe sandwiches, their famous donuts, stuff like that, and then also the concierge lounge on the second or third floor in that hotel. I'm not sure which one it is. It's also going to be serviced by the Great Maple, so they'll be handling all food service at that hotel, is the rumor. So Disney outsourcing their food service to someone else.
Weird.
I know, it's super weird.
It's. I would think they would want to be the ones in charge of all that. Like, there's no licensing fees. There's no split the money with anybody. It's a Disney restaurant. I guess they don't want that. They don't want that responsibility. Um, from being in the Pixar hotel, what were your thoughts? Is it working out? Is it looking good? Is it looking bad? Cheap? Does it look kind of bougie? What are your thoughts?
I like it a lot, actually. Paradise Pier Hotel had a very dated theme of the early 2000s. A lot of um, like golden golden wood all over the place, and brass combinations, which is like screams 90s, early 2000s, and it just really hadn't had a lot of love. And this looks really clean, really open. They've somehow managed to add a ton of space to the lobby, um, and it's great. It's looking really good. The restaurant's going to be cool. It's like open to the outside right there on the street, um, which is nice, especially considering Disney's plans to close that street. It'll be really nice and peaceful. Right now it's open, but if Disneyland Forward gets approved, their ultimate goal is to close down Disneyland Drive. So it might be a lot nicer of a view out there when the theme parks start to encroach in that space rather
Yeah.
than a public street.
Yep. Talk a little bit about Disneyland Hotel. I got a comment right here from Valeria. Is Steakhouse 55 coming back? Did you hear any rumors, Danny? Because I did.
I've heard that it is for sure coming back, but I don't know to what capacity it's coming back. Are they bringing breakfast back? Are they bringing the tea time back, which most people are really wanting to know about? Or is it just going to be the dinner location? That's what we kind of don't know yet. But I just have heard that it is for sure coming back. I just don't know at what capacity.
Dude, this is what I have heard. Speculation Sunday, everybody. I heard it's coming back, and it's a different name restaurant. I heard it's only going to be the lobby kind of thing, and that's what I've heard. I find it hard to believe that the restaurant doesn't open, but that's just what I've heard. But it's not going to be called Steakhouse 55, and the chef and everybody that worked at Steakhouse 55 previous to pandemic, uh, that staff that really catered that menu, the real popular items that everybody loved. I heard pretty much none of that's coming back. Like the millionaire's mac and cheese or whatever, or I can't remember the mac and cheese, but um, I heard it's going to be different menus, a really simplified kind of like one sheet menu, and it's not going to be that full sit down experience anymore. That's just what I've heard. Um,
Yeah, so I heard the same thing too.
yeah,
What
and
you're
that's sad.
well, what you're hearing is what you've heard is sort of part of what I heard. So ultimately, they are bringing back the restaurant at some point in the future. I don't know when that's going to be, but what you're hearing is what I've also heard, which is the lounge, Steakhouse 55 Lounge, which you can currently sit in right now. On any day, it's just open seating essentially, and there are cast members kind of walking in and out of the bar. But I think they're like getting stuff from Goofy's Kitchen. They're not necessarily doing it for Steakhouse 55. But what essentially Mondo heard, and what it sounds like they're going forward with, at least for right now, is that they're going to use the same kitchen, but they're just going to open the lounge. So the lounge will officially open with like a very limited. Think the best way to think about it is think about alfresco dining at Carthay Circle. So when Carthay Circle wasn't open, they opened this like light version of Carthay Circle with like small plates. And they called it Carthay Circle Alfresco Dining. They still have
Mhm.
it to this day, which I absolutely effing hate that they still have that because it confuses everyone that that's the real restaurant and it's not. But they're going to essentially do that same thing at Steakhouse 55. But I hadn't heard that they were going to come up with a different name. So that's a funny new rumor.
I
But yeah,
heard it's going to
I
be a
did hear
different
that
name.
I did hear that um, the lounge was gonna open first for the time being with like a full new menu and having full drinks and bar and stuff because they need that when it comes to like the convention guests. And every weekend that I've been there, Mondo, the last few weeks, checking out the Design Hotel construction, they've been back on it again with having groups in house. Like I was there like last week, and it was like the Western Foot and Ankle convention, and like these were all big conventions that used to come to Disneyland Hotel pre-COVID, and it's like they're just now coming back to Disneyland Hotel, so they need the dining capacity, and I think that's what they're looking at.
They got to accommodate. The demand's going to be coming, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to get into something right now in the current state of Disney. Magic Keys have been blocked out, and is it only Inspire and Believe, the top two, that could do reservations right now?
Yeah. So yeah, like and for instance, like yesterday when we were there, Believe was blocked out. So Believe is blocked
Oh,
out. Believe is blocked all Saturdays in July.
wow.
So you want to
What
go on a less crowded day? Go on a Saturday in July.
what I wanted to mention, dude, look at this. What? Wow. Why even have reservations at this point? You know what I mean? I, This is Inspire Key, by the way, everybody. Um, I want to say maybe it's a little early to like definitively say, but for it being Fourth of July weekend, it is empty at the theme parks. This is like almost like a 4 day weekend, and Friday, Saturday. I don't know about today, but like it was like pack meter 4 or 5 at the most. I'm shook. I don't know what's happening. Uh, is it the question I want to ask, Danny, is Disney purposely holding these crowds back on purpose, and or have they charged price so much that it allows them to keep these crowds so low because they're just profiting so much? or is it demand just kind of going down right now and people are just not going to theme parks? What are your thoughts on that, dude? Because this is crazy Magic Key reservation schedule. Not even a day blocked out. I guess 4th of July, but other than that, everything.
Yeah. um, this is pretty normal, I feel, in the last few summers. It's still going to be busy on most days in the summers when you go, but there's always availability for when we've had reservations for the passes because only the expensive passes can go. So this is pretty on par. What we're seeing at Walt Disney World, that's different than what we're seeing here, but this is pretty normal, I would say. But we're going to see all the crowds come back when August comes, that second or third week in August, and all the passes come unblocked. It's and that's usually also like when the last time you can use that like SoCal ticket too. So it's like the end of August is usually like jamming like to the point where you can't even move. Remember those days, Mondo?
Yeah.
So it's coming. It's coming. Beware.
The we have a buddy who's in Florida, and I was talking about the crowds being low, and he shared a picture. He's like, "Look what Magic Kingdom looks like right now," and it was empty, like in the hub area. No people taking photos, just nobody sitting anywhere. I was like, "Whoa!" Maybe it's the calm before the storm, and it's about to get crazy. I don't know. El Fresco 55 coming soon. Jessica Rodriguez, any HHN updates? There's nothing, but I'm hearing that a Blumhouse is more. It's like a stronger rumor, and what I'm hearing, like a Megan / Insidious. We'll see how that plays out.
I heard the opposite, Mondo. Actually,
Really? What'd you hear? What'd you
yeah.
hear?
The latest rumor is that Megan is not going to be a maze at all at HHN, and that it will be specific to something that's happening in the HHN RIP lounge.
Whoa! Wow.
Like a character meet and greet, like photo op opportunity. You know, they have those in the back of like the lounge for RIP. It'll be like a Megan character that you can take photos with, but not related to a maze, because they did post a casting call for a Megan like character, but supposedly for those on the inside, that's what it's for.
Mm. Damn. So us regular people don't get to see it, I guess. Oh man, I haven't heard that, but if anybody knows, hit me up. We would love to know more information. But it's starting to sound very strong that Megan's coming to Halloween Horror Nights this year in some capacity. But I was trying to find I could have sworn Halloween Horror Nights themselves tweeted that like some Insidious, like not Insidious, they tweeted like some letters. I think it said afraid, and like two of the letters were like red, and a lot of people were saying that might be Insidious, like a hint to Insidious. But I don't know. We'll see. And Insidious movie's coming out later this year too. I don't have anything invested in Insidious. I'm kind of like I'll watch it, but I'm not invested. Not invested. Vegas film critic super chat. Oh my god, I keep hitting the wrong button. Waited 5 hours for Oogie Boogie tickets. Told to come back next week. Convinced me to shell out hundreds of dollars for that event. I'm just not feeling it. I feel like I'm the wrong person to ask this one because,
Yeah.
you know, I think this is the best way to explain from my side, in my perspective. If you've never been to Oogie Boogie, I highly recommend. It's a lot of fun. It's a very themed event from like beginning to end. All the characters, you have the music, the parade, and maybe some more entertainment that we don't even know exists at this point in time. But it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, and At the same time, you have really low capacity of rides, so you could do a Soarin', a Radiator Spring Racers. You could have quite a bit of fun with the ride perspective too. Um, for a person that's returning to this event, there's nothing new. They're just running the same old, and it's getting more expensive. And quite honestly, uh, do I want to pay $140 to $180 to see Ernesto de la Cruz again? I don't know. It's really rough. From a returning Magic Key holder, keep shelling out this money. It's getting kind of rough. And the reason I say that, I could just go to Disneyland, watch the fireworks, Haunted Mansion Holiday. They got the big pumpkin over there. They got lots of Halloween treats, possibly Toontown all Halloweened out. There's a lot to offer, and that's my Magic Key being used. You know what I mean? What are your thoughts, Danny, on this one?
Yeah, Vegas Film Critic, if they haven't done it before and they want to do it with their family or their friends, I'd say definitely do it. But if you've done it a couple times, or maybe you've been every single time like we have, I don't necessarily know that you need to do it. I'm sure when they start announcing characters, you'll probably get FOMO a little bit when you see some of them. But if it's not worth it to you to try to wait in the queue again, you have to kind of weigh that out. But I think if you're looking to do a Disney Halloween party, Oogie Boogie Bash is a lot of fun. I always have fun every time I go. So the parade is really cool. It's very well done. And you don't even miss not having fireworks at the event. So in all honesty, I would say do it if you've never done it or just really like it. But I don't know. I don't necessarily know that you have to do it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like one
Yeah,
of
it's
those
not
events.
like one of
It's
those
not like
like
an
you're
event where,
missing out. You're missing out, Danny. Why are you not doing
yeah.
it? It's
Mhm.
kind of like if Vegas Film Critic, if this becomes like another 4 to 8 hour queue, I think you're good, dude. Just go to Disneyland. Everyone's going to DCA. Go to Disneyland. But if you've never done it, I do recommend it. I do recommend it big time. I got a Venmo super chat. USC Greg dropping 5. No, dropping 10. By fires. Speculation Sunday. Hardly any traffic today driving down from the Bay Area. Ready for some Rogers and Death Eater. You're going to have a great day. You're doing both of those.
Great day.
Whew, Greg, dude, great day. I don't even have to say more. But thank you. Thank you, Vegas Film Critic. Let me ask you, Vegas Film Critic, have you been to Oogie Boogie? I'm curious to hear your answer. Eddie, Mondo, Danny, I'm traveling to SoCal for 2 weeks for work. I'll have my son with me, but want to take him to other parks than Disneyland and Universal. Do you guys recommend Knott's? Uh,
Of course.
Heck yes. Heck yes. I don't know how old your kid is, but if he's kind of like in that 5 year old range, dude, Camp Snoopy all day, every day. But if he's like in the 10 to 15 and wants to get adventurous, there's plethora of rides to get crazy at Knott's Berry Farm. Hang Time, Ghost Rider, Silver Bullet. It's all there. You'll have fun, Eddie. And if I could do a recommendation, do the premium dining plan. That's like $43 for the day, and you and your kid can share it. You don't have to buy two, just buy one. You'll have a great day. Great day no matter what. Uh, let me see. DD Disney 29. Hi, Mondo Danny. Do you think they will have a Five Nights at Freddy house for HHN anytime soon? Do you think the rumblings are getting stronger and stronger, or it's just not possible? What do you think, Danny? What do you think?
I hope so. Because I feel like Last of Us is definitely a big enough draw to be like the main, hey, like book this event. But Five Nights at Freddy's would just like send it like to the next level. And especially we've talked about it before on this show, especially when it comes to merchandising. Like merchandising the event will be so much easier with Five Nights at Freddy's and Last of Us together. And also, it's like two video games that have come to life in the the event would be really fun. So I hope they do. The movie's coming out at the very end of the month, so at the end of Halloween Horror Nights, when really it's all done. So maybe they don't want to do the maze because it sort of gives away the plot of the movie. But like, I feel like the plot of the movie is gonna sort of follow like the plot of the video game, which most people already know anyway. And then
Yeah.
five, and then The Last of Us isn't following the show; it's following the video game. So maybe they don't care about it, and they're just doing it. They'll just do it anyway to bring the hype and build the hype for the movie.
Yeah,
So
I can see that, Danny, where it's like, we don't care about the movie storyline. You're getting the video game. And we already know what happens there. Everybody knows what happens.
yeah,
I think, Didi, if Five Nights at Freddy doesn't come this year, I think there's a strong possibility it could come next year. That's what I think. That's what I think. If it
yeah.
doesn't come next year, I don't think it'll ever come. I'm just gonna throw it
But
out there.
we're also hearing some major rumors, big time rumors about, and pretty strong ones about Stranger Things at Universal Orlando. And typically we always mirror, for the most part, like the major ones. Like
Mm-hmm.
obviously they get a lot more original mazes than we do. But we typically mirror the big ones, right? So we know Last of Us is going to be both coasts. But if they got something like Stranger Things, I feel like that we would have to get that too, right? Because that'd be crazy if we didn't. But
Yeah,
yeah, people, a lot of
Stranger
people
Things
want
will be both.
the
It'll be both, Danny.
because I honestly I would be happy with the Vecna maze or Five Nights at Freddy maze. So
Yeah, I'm kind of in the boat of I went through the Stranger Things experience that came to Montebello, I think it was a while back, and it wasn't good. So I'm gonna hold my expectations back on Stranger Things because even the mazes I feel like haven't been that good. So I think Stranger Things is like that. Yeah, and then you do it and it just. I think Vecna could be good, but I don't know. I'm not the biggest. I'm not even a Stranger Things fan. I'll just leave it at that. I'm not a Stranger Things fan. I don't care. I don't watch that show. I haven't even finished it, but um, I want Five Nights at Freddy more than Stranger Things. I'll just be honest.
yeah, if I have to pick between the two and I have to choose, I'm a huge Stranger Things fan, so I would love that. But Five Nights at Freddy's is so scary as far as playing the video game. So having that somehow transition into, you're walking through Freddy Fazbear's like little pizza place, and it just got such great vibes and a setup for like what a maze would be. It's like the whole purpose of the video game is jump scares, and like that's what HHN is, jump scares. So it would be
Yeah.
like such a scary maze. It'd be so much fun to walk through. I would love a Vecna maze, and like I would love walking through the maze here and like running up that hill. You know what I mean? And having that, they'll probably have like a dummy of Max hanging, in the sky, like somewhere in the maze, like where she's floating, above as Vecna's trying to take her. So I'm sure they'll do all that stuff if they had a maze.
Yeah, I feel like Stranger Things will be more like eye candy, like, oh, look at that, instead of like scares. I feel like Five Nights at Freddy is scare. Like it's gonna be relentless animatronics, I guess, coming at you. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be really fun. Um, let's see. Real quick from Jazzy J. Mondo Jenny, how do you feel about Holidays from Hell coming back to HHN? Uh, I look at it as it's a good thing. I enjoyed that maze, and it seems like a common thing we've been seeing for Horror Nights is they bring a returning maze back, probably as like a budget thing because it's already done. There's no new research or anything has to be done. So if this is like that budget maze to help out other mazes with bigger budgets, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with Holidays in Hell. I hope there's some differences though from the previous year, but I'm cool with it. What about you, Danny? Did you ever go through Holidays in Hell?
I did, yeah.
What do you
It's
think about
okay.
it returning?
It's okay. It's a good maze. It's got a good storyline. Something that a lot of people don't have to have a lot of, you know, knowledge about before going in, it just makes sense as it's happening. So I think those kind of mazes work well as a scary maze, like when you're at HHN. So it makes sense.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm just reading. Five Nights at Freddy would be like the Killer Clowns maze with lighting and type of scares. I don't know. It's going to be a brand new maze, so I couldn't give an opinion on that. I do want to say, just to transition real quick, Not Scary Farm. We've heard nothing other than they've sold the season pass, which thank you. Um, I have heard, and it's getting like really strong rumor that they're gonna do an announcement where they announce their whole lineup of event in the Walter Knott Theater. Um, I hope that's true.
I hope that's true.
If it happens, it would be after Midsummer Scream, and Midsummer Scream is in August. So I don't know. Is Midsummer Scream in August or in July? I don't even know. I get all these dates mixed up these days.
It's in July.
It's in July. So um, I think if they do that Walter Knott Theater experience, it's going to be a perfect kickoff for that event. And it's definitely going to bring a lot of exposure, awareness to that event. Because that event, the last 2 years, has not had that Walter Knott Theater announcement. And I feel like it's missed out on probably the best marketing they could do for that event, which is the announcement. So I'm very excited for that. I'm very excited. I don't know what new mazes are coming this year at all, but I'm excited to see the changes that come to Scary Farm. And I do hope the Bloodline one gets like kind of like a redo, and it's not an interactive like shooter style game. I forgot who I was talking to about Danny. I was like, they should have just brought back Special Ops Infected. Didn't need to be changed. It was just perfect the way it is. But yeah, we'll see what happens with Bloodline. July 28th, Midsummer. So maybe the first week of August, they just start dropping houses like crazy over there.
Are you going to Midsummer?
Yeah, I am going to Midsummer.
Are you doing a VIP Gold Bat?
Yeah, I'm gonna buy that one. Yeah, the Midsummer. I don't think I could do 3 days of that event, but for sure Saturday, Sunday, because that's when Scary Farm will be there on Saturday, and then Halloween Horror Nights will be there on Sunday. So we'll see. We will see. Did we just get gifted memberships? Oh my Lanta. Carla and Kiko dropping the fire. Woo! Carla and Kiko, thank you for your kindness. You got gifted memberships. Oh, damn. By the way, right after this live, we're going to have the winner to all the people who are members of the Splash Mountain Funko Pop. I'll get on that as soon as this live is done. So anybody that's a member, go in there and do that. Put the comment in that post. Thank you, Carla Kiko. Wow, I appreciate you, and I enjoyed your guys' live, by the way. Oh my Lanta. Carla Kiko, are you guys doing anything cool for 4th of July? Because you guys go to baseball parks and was it the A's? They got like drone shows like crazy over there, dude. It's freaking crazy. I wish we had drones.
I know.
But thank you, Carla Kiko. I want to know if you guys are doing anything 4th of July. It's like we could let everybody in the chat know as well. But thank you, Carla and Kiko, dropping the fire. Let me see. Anything you want to talk about, Danny, that we haven't mentioned on your end?
No, just the hotels, Rogers the musical. We're kind of in a holding period right now. Not too much is going on news wise. But we're just a couple weeks away from like a lot of stuff happening. So, I would say stay tuned, really. But yeah, nothing else really. I think we covered most of it, unless you had anything you wanted to go through.
I think for the time period we're at right now, when we sit back and finally, what are these theme parks doing for summertime? Disney brought Rogers the Musical, and Knott's Berry Farm brought 100 bands, which is awesome, and good foods all around the theme park, Fiesta Village, and Universal has now brought Death Eaters, just randomly. Um, I, I feel like these theme parks are revving up for a big Halloween and Christmas. Because I feel like the summer lineup that we've had is kind of light. You know what I mean? Um, but I have very big high hopes for Halloween time at all these theme parks.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at.
Definitely.
That's my closing thoughts on today.
And I'm excited to be able to go with you to Scary Farm more this year.
Yeah, thank gosh that we could buy a pass. Oh my goodness, my goodness. But thank you, Carly Kiko, for all the memberships. I appreciate supporting the fire and growing the Five Fire community. I'm trying to think. There was like one more thing. Um, oh my gosh, what is it? Oh, I can't remember, dude. Trying to think. I was like, I feel like I saw it on Instagram. Uh, oh, the dirt field. Did you have a chance to look at any of that going on over there?
I did. I
Because
saw it. I saw it a little bit. Oh, there is. Speaking of that, there is some big construction too happening at Disneyland Hotel. I forgot to mention.
yeah,
So
bring it up, bring it up.
when I was walking from Disney's Paradise Pier Hotel to Disneyland Hotel, I looked at the dirt pit. Not a lot going on there, to be honest. It looked like for a while they were going really fast, and it is the buildings closer to like the monorails beam that got really tall. Like the wall is like 2 stories tall there. So I don't know. I don't know what that could be. I know that someone was saying we're gonna have like a really big, massive like Earl of Sandwich. It's like multiple story with like a bar and like a rooftop uh, rooftop viewing for fireworks and like a tavern and all this other stuff. Like maybe that's coming to that location over there. But it definitely looked like it was getting higher, but only on that side, Mondo, and on the side closest to the Disneyland Hotel, it's just still that one brick wall with like the little metal supports on the other side. Nothing really
Mm.
gone over there. But if you look like way by the Lego store, you can see this like just giant wall that's like 2 stories high. So it's really big. But the construction was the entire Disneyland Hotel sorcerer hat is completely behind scaffolding. So they're making some sort of big change there. Maybe they're going to add the new Disneyland Hotel logo to it, or maybe they're going to change the color scheme so that it brings in that new yellow color of the other tower. Who knows?
Do you think the sorcerer has gone?
No, no, it's for sure going to stay there, but I just don't. I think, the entire color scheme was changed like back in 2011 when this hotel got its like bluish color scheme,
Yeah.
and they haven't really done anything. They've kept it up and like repainted it to look nice and stuff, but they haven't changed like the color of it all. So I'm guessing they're gonna bring in the new look because that's another thing is on the sorcerer hat it had the old classic Disneyland Hotel logo,
Yeah,
which
that's what I was
they
gonna
haven't
say.
even used in a really long time.
Wow.
So I'm thinking that the hat's gonna have like a new logo on it, which is the new Disneyland Hotel logo, and then they're gonna have what do you call it? A new paint scheme and somehow around it.
Huh. That's the first time I've heard that the sorcerer Mickey hat's like behind. That's cool. Carly Kiko, our twins turned 21 on the 4th. Happy birthday! We will be going to California, Great America to celebrate. They will have fireworks show and will continue the party at Lamplight on Saturday. Yeah, if you have an extra spot, let me join. That sounds like fun. I haven't been to Lamplight in a while, but hey, Carla Kiko, you got to make sure Lamplight is actually open at 6 o'clock. They close on Friday, like hella early. Happy birthday to the twins with Carla and Kiko. We got super chat from Brandy. Will they sell day passes for Knott's Scary Farm? Does that mean like a ticket?
I don't
Yes.
know. I don't know what you mean by that. So Knott's is open during the day for Knott's Spooky Farm, but then the park closes for Knott's Scary Farm. But I'm pretty sure, Mondo, if I remember correctly, doesn't Knott sell like a ticket that like includes your admission that day and then goes into Scary Farm? Is that maybe that's what she means?
Yeah, I would say they do that. Um, I don't want to move the page down anymore because there's clowns, and I know people don't like clowns. Um, right now, this is the only thing that's being sold, and it's a Scary Farm pass that lets you go to every day of the event. Um, if I had to take a wild guess, Brandy, they will sell something similar to what Universal sells, which is like a day and Scary Farm pass. So like you get the day to enjoy the regular theme park, and then you enjoy the Scary Farm version. I would say yes. They just I don't know. They're not selling it yet. It's weird. If I had to take a guess, I have a feeling this next week we're gonna start hearing news from all these events because we're getting too close. I don't know why all these events are taking so long to announce anything. It's like they only want a little bit of hype for that last like month leading up to the event, I guess. Weird, weird. But thank you for supporting the fire, Brandy. We also got Jennifer. Jennifer dropping a super chat. The rumor is getting stronger for a second soundstage coming for Halloween Horror Nights. Two big IPs. I don't know if we've ever had two sound stages at Universal Studios Hollywood, but I have also heard the exact same rumor. Um, People have been saying that the one behind Transformers, the house that where the weekend was, a lot of people are saying that was Stranger Things. I have heard that is not Stranger Things. That Stranger Things could possibly be coming, and like how Jennifer is referring, in a second soundstage somewhere else. I don't know where. I don't know where. Um, One big rumor, Danny. I don't know if you follow this anime or not, but that where the weekend is, I've heard a lot of rumor that that could possibly be Demon Slayer. And I don't know not one thing about Demon Slayer, but I played Magic the Gathering recently, and that's what we played in the background, so I could just kind of get an understanding of Demon Slayer, and it's on Netflix if I'm not mistaken. And Demon Slayer would be perfect for a Halloween Horror Nights. There's a lot of scary stuff behind it, a lot of like iconic characters that would just you would want to come to life in a Halloween Horror Night house. Have you seen Demon Slayer, Danny, or know anything about it?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I've heard it could be Demon Slayer. I don't know how true that like how strong that rumor is, but that's just what I've heard. But if we get two IPs, or if we could just get two sound stages, I hope that then becomes a normal. Currently, right now for Halloween Horror Nights, we have 8 attractions that are happening. Maybe next year, Halloween Horror Nights just wants to take it to a new level, and they do these 8 locations with the metro sets, which could add possibly 3 more houses, 2 more scare zones, and we could get maybe Halloween Horror Nights could get to the point where they're doing 11 houses. Halloween Horror Nights 2024 is going to just, or yeah, it's just going to be bonkers. I don't even know what year we're in anymore these days. But next year, Halloween Horror Nights could be probably one of the biggest events we've ever had in our lives. But we are in the current. I'm excited for 2 houses in freaking in sound stages. Anytime there's sound stages houses, Halloween Horror Nights usually has big budgets for them, and that's why they put them in the houses. The more controlled
Right.
environment, they could go higher walls and all craziness.
Yeah. And they can go like intricate animatronics and not have to worry about like elements.
Yeah, nothing. They're in a soundstage. Random, but are you gonna watch
No,
Barbie movie? People are really hyping about it. I'm ready to be pinked out. You watching Barbie?
Heck yeah, I'm watching Barbie.
For me, it's up to Mystery Bay if she wants to watch Barbie. I maybe I watch it with Daddy. I'll tag along with Daddy.
This movie has like the most hype I've ever seen, the best marketing I've ever seen for a movie. And Disney could learn a thing or two, man, because wow, they are
Dude,
just killing it.
the Barbie like PNG where you like put your picture and it has the Barbie logo, that went viral. Everybody did that thing.
But not only that, Mondo, just do a quick search. I have to send you a video on it. There's this girl broke it down. How many companies are teaming with Barbie to do marketing for this movie? Like every company has a collab, even down to Cold Stone Ice Cream has an
What?
ice cream
A
that has an ice
Barbie a
cream for
Barbie
Barbie.
scoop?
Yeah, it's like they just are killing it with this. It looks funny. It looks funny, so I definitely want to see it for sure.
Uh, I would like to watch Barbie. I don't have no expectations of it, but I feel
Shang
like
Chi's
it'd be
in it.
fun. Yeah, I saw Simu Lu. Um, I just want to go to the Barbie Instagram. I'm just curious. What does it look like?
Yeah, Danielle Rucker in the chat says we just got the Barbie ice cream from Cold Stone.
Are they doing anything? I was just curious. I was like, where? Maybe Cold Stone has it. I want to know
I
what the
think you have to.
Barbie.
I think you have to go to the Barbie movie, Mondo, because you're on like the Barbie toy Instagram.
Oh, let me see. Oh yeah. They got Barbie movie. Okay. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, I clicked too early. Barbie movie. Yeah, they got their own Instagram. Let me see. Here we go. Um, did they have like a red carpet or a pink carpet? I guess recently. Damn. Oh, there it is.
Ice cream. There it is.
Wow.
All that glitters is pink.
Hey, I'm just saying, Disney could have easily done a elemental ice cream scoop. Easy, easy peasy.
If I could
Wow.
have dairy, I'd want to try that.
Hey, July 21st, it's going to be available. Damn. That's cool. I I don't know nothing about Barbie. Look, they're even Barbieing a house. Is this a real house? What the
Yeah,
heck?
it's a mansion in Malibu that they temporarily turned into Ken's like Barbie house, and you can get it on Airbnb.
Wow. Dirty marketing. Damn. Rich people are going to be getting that for sure. I
It's
guess,
actually for free, but you have to like get in like they're gonna give it to random people. Like it's a partnership with Airbnb, but it doesn't cost money to stay there.
what? Just throwing it out there. Imagine Disney did this for Haunted Mansion. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Wow. That's cool. Very impressive marketing. Uh, I, I guess I'll watch it. I just like nothing for me is like, oh, I need to watch that Barbie movie. Just for me personally, I know Mystery Bay would probably want to watch it. That ice cream gonna have you pooping like a unicorn glitter.
Yeah.
Hey, talk about pooping unicorns. My sister was looking for some type of pooping firework that I guess was very popular last year.
Oh yeah, I remember that. It turns into a big poop.
And the guy who was selling the fireworks was like, "We only have unicorn poop this year." And my sister's like, "But that's not the one we're looking for. We only have unicorn poop." And we're like, "God, okay. I guess we're gonna get the unicorn poop." So that's the popular. I don't know. I guess that's the popular pooping firework this year. Weird conversation, but that's what's being sold out here these days. Oh man! All right, Danny. Closing thoughts on the day, man.
Man, I'm really excited as the hotels are wrapping up. Like I feel like we have a lot to look forward to because the tower at Disneyland Hotel opens September 28th, and I'm sure we're gonna see people staying in it before that. Um, so it's exciting to see kind of how all this opened up and see how the Disneyland Hotel is gonna change, how Pixar Place is gonna change. I'm excited to see more Scary Farm coming to Knott's Berry Farm. We're gonna see a lot of that. Like Mondo was saying, we're gonna start seeing spider webs and stuff popping up like any day at the end of July.
Yeah, I almost feel like after 4th of July, they're just, or no, sorry, after Ghost Town Alive, boom, spider webs everywhere.
Yeah, spider webs. So I'm excited. I'm ready for. I'm already ready for the haunt season, but I don't want to get too burned out on it this year because I want to use my pass and go like a lot more. So
Heck yeah. My closing thoughts. I'm very excited to build up the hype for Halloween at all these theme parks. Even Fright Fest over there at Six Flags, I would like to visit for the first time ever this year for myself. But for Disneyland, I can't wait to see these hotels come to life. I hope they bring cool amenities for everyone to enjoy because that DVC hotel, people are going to be able to enjoy that pool if you're staying at Disneyland hotels. So that's really cool. That's a very good addition. For Pixar Hotel, I'm excited to try Maple's. What is it called? Big Maple's?
the Great Maple.
The Great Maple. I'm excited to try that food. And hopefully there's like a lounge or some type of bar too.
Yeah,
I'm always excited when we get hotels because they usually come with cool amenities like the Grand Californian has Napa Rose, Craftsman's, what's the other one? Hearthstone Lounge and all that cool
yeah.
stuff. Same
Another
thing with,
thing that
I was
I
gonna
was
say
just
with
gonna say,
Disneyland, we got the Trader Sam's.
as I say, Mondo, I know you're excited about Aunt Cass's Cafe bringing some Japanese-inspired cuisine to Pacific Wharf because you weren't always a fan of the food there, other than the bread, of course. But
Yeah, yeah. Pacific Wharf, dare I say it, I'm glad it's just changing. But the fact that Japanese cuisine is coming, awesome. I'm super excited. Um, do they put like maybe possibly like some sushi burrito stuff, sushi in general, sashimi? I'm curious. Is it going to be fusion Japanese food? I don't know. I don't know what kind of food Disney's going to bring, but the fact that Japanese cuisine is coming and it's probably going to rotate with the seasons, like how a lot of these restaurants do at Disneyland Resort. I'm excited for that, Danny. It's going to be some good foods coming out of that restaurant. Um, but yeah, San Francisco is it's going to be. I'm in love with it. I can't wait to buy Baymax stuff. Baymax is not a readily available merchandise anywhere at Disney resorts, so I feel like the Baymax merch is going to get the same demand that Super Mario is getting because in all reality, where can I buy Super Mario merch anywhere? You can't.
right.
So Baymax, that stuff's gonna sell out like crazy. $40 California rolls, you best believe it, Santiago. People are gonna buy them. That's the crazy part. But that's it for today. I can't wait for the news to keep progressing. The closer we get to, I guess, the end of July, it's gonna get really hot with Halloween. Anything.
Yeah.
But anything big happens, we'll definitely be covering it next week, Speculation Sunday. Hopefully, we get some teases coming out of Oogie Boogie Bash, maybe one more house announcement for Halloween Horror Nights. And Scary Farm, I guess the only thing we could hope is that there's an announcement because that's the big one. All right, Danny, thank you for your time. Another awesome Speculation Sunday. Do we have a video to expect, a podcast? Let people know what's coming on your end, social media wise, Danny.
Yep, video coming out tomorrow on Just Ask Danny YouTube for updates from inside Disneyland, including Indiana Jones stuff, Rogers the Musical experience with Mondo for a little bit, and then a new episode on Tuesday of 5571 podcast. So make sure you're subscribed to both of those so that you can see the new content when it comes.
Heck yeah. Happy 4th of July, everybody. I know it's early, but I hope you guys have a blessed and wonderful time with your friends and family and enjoy that valuable time. It's the best to spend time with your loved ones. All right, everybody. Thank you guys so much. Awesome Speculation Sunday. Don't forget to smash that like button on the way out, and thank you for supporting the fire. We are firing it down. The Cali Bay and Just Ask Danny calling it a day. I'm the main host, Mondo.